What's up, gang? How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good, cause I am. Yeah. Shout out to the notification gang. I see we got good audio check. We got good audio check. Man, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. We gonna have to talk about the Combo 6. We gotta talk about the Combo 6, cause this case really starting to disturb me how the way it's taking a turn. But it ain't no way in the hell that the FBI got their hands in this case. And they got their hands in the case, so they got more power than anybody, right? According to the law, the feds got more power than any other police in the world. And when they take over the cases, right? We know what they can do. We done seen the feds in action. We know how the feds treat the black community when they come to charging them with drug charging offense. They got all the evidence they need to convict the person. And I know, and I'm trying to figure out what's the hold up when they doing their investigation, cause it ain't like we don't know what happened to her. It ain't like that we in the dark on some things. You know what I'm talking about? We know she was murdered and we seen who the aggressor was. And we seen everybody there in the room. So all this information that we got on the case, the feds got even more information. So I'm trying to see what would be the hold up. Why nobody ain't just, you know what I'm talking about? You got all that old paperwork and you know what I'm talking about, all that shit could be processed. You know what I'm talking about? And you could I've been in Fed court before and you can speed up the paperwork and the process. Now I do know that much. But it makes me think about the Mexico police department with the doctor. It really makes me think about what do the feds got on them because they're more responsible for the murder than the friend. I mean, let's do a recap. Now let's see the corruption in the case, right? Just pay attention to the corruption. It's been a murder, and the murder was filmed. It's been a murder, and the murder was filmed at a hotel. After the murder video, they called the doctor, right? Cause this how I caught the doctor up. They already said the doctor was with her for 3 hours trying to save her. But they weren't truthful about what time the doctor was with them. If you ask me, I'm thinking that the doctor was there with them in the morning. I believe the doctor was there, came there, knew it was a murder scene and all of this shit. But why did the doctor then call for the police? Why the doctor insisted them take her to the hospital and everybody already knew that she was dead? So if the doctor said take her to the hospital, meaning that the doctor had to been there when she was still alive, because the doctor is not finna prefer a person go to a hospital with a dead body. So the doctor had to been there with them that morning, and that's what they not truthful about. I don't know if the doctor felt guilty, like, damn, y'all got me here at a murder scene, and I don't even know what to do at this point. The doctor could have feared for their life or anything, something like that. But let me switch the scene, gang, and let's talk about it. All right. So check this out. Now, this what he did, and I want everybody to focus on this. Now, according to the lies they told us, right, the doctor had to been there with them that morning. And if that doctor was there for them for 3 hours doing CPR, so remember what they said about when the paramedics came up. The paramedics showed up around 5 some and shortly pronounced her dead shortly after 5 going on 6 o'clock. So where would the doctor would come in there doing CPR for fucking 3 hours? Now they want to say the doctor was doing it from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock when the police got there. But why would the doctor would be doing any kind of CPR on a body that's already been discovered still? Rigor mortis done set in. So I'm not going for that. You cannot convince me that these people did CPR and try to revive this girl for 3 hours. That is not the case. They put that out there for you to believe that. And if you believe that, they winning. Man, look. You asked me that doctor was there with them that morning for about a couple of hours. And the doctor must have had to left before the maid show up. Cause remember the doctor didn't say nothing about the maid was there. So remember this, when the maid found her shortly after 12, the doctor arrived like 3 hours later, which they'll be going on 3 o'clock. Come on, gang. That don't even go together. I mean, we can't let these folks just put out no anything and just to, you know what I'm talking about. We need to be stronger. If we want justice, gang, we just can't just let these folks. They already switched the narrative up for the cause of death. I thought it was back injury. Now they saying cardiac arrest. So if it was cardiac arrest, right, which one it is, cardiac arrest or the back injury? Or all of above. And if she had cardiac arrest, what caused it? What caused the cardiac arrest? See, I'm going to tell y'all something. Nobody don't even know the true way of how she died. If you ask me, nobody don't even know how the way she died. That's what the autopsy report said. We know that girl been in a fight. True enough. And that fight contributed to her murder because that's why her back was injured and all this. But where do the cardiac arrest came from? Nobody can't even explain that to nobody. So now you got to think about, what they were actually doing with that girl body. I don't know, gang, but you know one thing. If I call a doctor and that doctor stick around at a murder scene and help falsify the paperwork, lied to the public and the police and all of this, that just let me know the doctor must got to have close ties with them. We don't even know their relationship status. No, I'm talking about nobody ain't investigating like, okay, let's investigate the doctor, see what, no, I'm talking about. Cause a regular doctor don't do this. And the doctor already exposed and she done cut off her Instagram, all the little main pages and tweets and all this. She done got rid of all that. Why? So I'm quite sure it's more to this case. Now, a lot of y'all might think jealousy. I think jealousy too. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Nobody don't even know what was the motive for her murder. To even to call it jealousy. Cause Cause I'm looking at it like this. You got half of the people that was at the goddamn hotel. Y'all finna realize these people nurses too. I mean, these people are nurses. And that don't mean nothing to nobody. Hold on. Think about this, gang. These people are nurses. They could have helped Shanquella. They know all the protocols to prevent this shit from happening. But the way I done seen the video about Kylie talking about we got our first dead body, meaning that they already had this shit figured out while the girl was asleep. That's wrong, gang. She don't even deserve that. And then on top of that, man, these folks was at her mama house talking about what they gonna wear for the funeral. Come on, gang. We don't even know what these people. We don't even know what these people's secrets is. You know what I'm talking about? Now I'm just saying. You don't know what type. We just know that these people travel a lot, and which they do. They travel a lot. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no telling who they run to if they travel visit. Since they doctors and nurses, you don't even know who they bosses, they teachers, they doctor know. Y'all don't even know if these folk went on events with medical students and doctors and they discussing, you know what I'm saying, surgeries and kidneys, hearts and doing all the doctor stuff. Y'all need to look. I'm thinking this shit got something to do with her death. What if it was some kind of shit going on with they careers and then they done linked up with some crooked nurses and doctors. And they were probably one of the main reasons they shit Shanquella up. Cause keep this in mind, I don't even think it was just about jealousy, really. You know what I'm saying? They could have killed that girl for profit gain. Know what I'm talking about? Cause we know it's a money trail. It's a money trail in this case. Cause it's a lot of money that it changed hands. So for one, it's a murder at a resort. It's a murder at a resort, gang. And the hotel is not making comments on none of this shit. Why? Why the hotel ain't mentioning they staff when it listen to all the people that eliminating themselves from this case. No security, no employee staff, but a maid. But a maid, gang. A fucking maid. So you mean to tell me none of this shit wasn't reported to the officers? I mean to the security or to a manager? I'm quite sure they probably even called the manager. If that's the case, they probably called the manager and the manager wanted to set that whole shit up with the doctor thing. That's how I'm starting to think the doctor got involved. If they contact the motherfucker that worked there and that person contact the doctor for them. Cause the doctor arrived at the house. And then look, check this out. Remember, she never went to a hospital. So that means they treated her at that fucking room, at the house game. They got the needles. They got IV bags. They got all kind of medical equipment there. And that's a red flag to me. Y'all sticking her with needles. We don't even, you could say that's an IV all day long, but what if it was some kind of drug or something to make her have cardiac poison? Cardiac make her, it was something that made her cardiac arrest. Come on, gang. They nurses. They know if I know what caused a battery to die, And if I know a battery need electricity and I know how to block the electricity getting to that battery and cause that battery to die, I know what to do for it to cause it to die. You see what I'm saying? Why would Khalid even make a video? Because once you think about it, I believe this was probably why Shanquella was asleep at 8:45. That's in Cabo time. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because if she was at home, it would have been at 10:45. So around about that, and her time, she'll probably be asleep around about that time. But since we got Cabo time, it's 2 hours off, so it'll make her look like she sleeping early. And then, cause I was figuring out, I'm like, why would she be so sleep so early? And then I thought about the time zone. I'm like, okay, maybe she'll go to sleep around 10:45. Cause if I go to sleep, just say if I go to sleep, average, I go to sleep at 12 midnight. In Cabo time, they'll be like 10, 11 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? And then I was looking at a bunch of hotel rituals and all this. And when it comes to the devil worshiping, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. These what the hotels was really built for. Was people from coming from out of town, travelers, and have somewhere to stay. Then it got so corrupt when H&H Holmes designed his hotel. He designed his hotel just for that purpose, for people to come up missing. He built trap doors in it. He built all kind of routes that you could take and you would get lost in the building, and it's like a fucking maze. It's like you could open up a door and go through this hallway, and this thing, you know, you turn around and try to open up the door. It don't even got no doorknobs on it. It's like you don't walk into a chamber, a death chamber. So when I looked at her case, this what I got out of it. They planned that trip for her. I don't care what nobody say. That wasn't no vacation to get away. They planned that trip for her. Cause the minute they got there, it was already a weary vibe. I mean, the vibe wasn't even right. They weren't even there that long to even enjoy themselves. To make it even look like a vacation, cause everything popped off as soon the minute they got there. Only thing they did was got there, got settled down to eat. You know, they just got off the plane, so they finna eat big boy chef salads, and you know what I'm saying. And after when they get through eating, they playing the drinking game. And that girl probably looked at and Shaquella was like, yeah, let me give me a little buzz right quick, sip me some drink, and I'm gonna take my ass to sleep, cause tomorrow gonna be a big day for her. You see what I'm saying? Maybe she was gonna start her day off Saturday morning. And soon when they wake up, man, they woke the girl up out of sleep. So that showed me Shanquella didn't see none of this shit coming. She still thinking these people her friends. I don't even think it was no beef between now and one of them folks. So so they wake that girl up. That's what I'm getting at. They woke that girl up, and it's a big surprise to her. It's a shock to her, like, damn, what the fuck going on? And you got your friend, your supposed to be friend, sitting up there like, bitch, let's fight. Let's fight. And she probably like, man, what y'all? And then everybody in the corner. Look how everybody was in the corner. Everybody made sure they weren't even on the camera. So it was their little secret. Till things got out of hand, then the video got leaked. The video got leaked. Somebody was in their room, got scared, and leaked the video. It's like, damn, I'm a part of a murder and I'm finna release this shit. They planned this. This was a planned, premeditated murder, and it should be capital murder. It should be capital murder. You got Wiggins photoshopping flight receipts. He showing he taking screenshot of flight information that's public, fitting the narrative that he wasn't even there. He want y'all to believe he on a fucking airplane when the fight took place. But he's still in Cabo. Yeah, JJ, look, that's what it looked like. They blocked, look, it's like they blocked so she couldn't even run or nothing. Cause if you look at the video, why Denasia is guarding the patio door and the patio door wide open? Man, I don't even know. Look, the way it looked like to me, it looked like Shanquella wanted to make a run out that patio door and the bitch blocked her in there. And why everybody blocked the other exit. That girl was surrounded in that room by her own fucking gang, her friends, her so-called friends, right? They had something planned for her, so they blocked the entry. And this thing, you know, they got to fighting that girl. So, and then think about this. When they got to fighting that girl, all hell broke loose because the girl died. So while the girl died, you immediately got a doctor on the scene to stay with y'all for 3 hours. I'm going to just say the doctor showed up within minutes. Because I'm going to believe this. If the doctor said, I recommend y'all send her to the hospital, that means you showed up on the scene or were probably already there on the scene. Now, once you look at the doctor end, when did you actually get there? Because your time is really fucked up about how you even got there. Now you really making me thinking that, man, you probably was already there and on standby. You see what I'm saying? Because the doctor did too much in this case. The doctor did too much in this case. Right? Man, look, I believe the doctor is the biggest suspect, right? Because if you got the doctor in there with the murder, so the doctor is in on the murder then. Put it like that. And whatever that doctor got out of it, we don't even know. We don't even know. That's why we need to focus on that doctor. We already know with Nigeria, whatever the fuck his name is, Wiggins, right? Listen to his story. He telling y'all he with the dead body, but he ain't even mentioned like the doctor is there with him. He trying to make it seem like that. You know, a doctor showed up later on, and then the doctor came. That's when the doctor was pointing out all the bruises and all this old shit to him. Look at the story. His story, he just really broke the case wide open. I was thinking the man was innocent for a minute because I'm just listening to his story and I'm trying to filter and I'm trying to, and I know it was a murder, and I'm trying to look out for everybody that was at the party until I figure things out. You see what I'm talking about? Y'all give me 1 second, gang. I got a call I need to give me 1 second. All right, gang, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Let me turn my volume down a little bit because I don't want my audio to be clipping and stuff. Now, check this out. Now, look, if you ask me, now, I don't even think the goddamn police even did investigation. Look at all the stuff that we really need to be worried about because that's going to help her case. I don't even think the police even did their investigation, like taking photos of the crime scene and treat it like a crime scene. They ain't even treated like a crime scene. Where the photos at? Where is your investigation? I'm talking about no statements, no evidence markers, no goddamn evidence packages. So look, Mexico can't even show up proof of an investigation. They just gave us an autopsy report, and there was a lie. The time they lied. And once you think about it, I don't even think it was one of those type of deals that they got caught doing the murder and the police wanted some money. I don't even think that's the case because they'll be really be dumb if you really look at it like that. They would be really dumb to even look at it like that. I believe they was in cahoots with some crooked ass doctors, crooked ass nurses. Maybe they need, look, I don't know, gang. I just want to throw this out here. Just throw it out there. Maybe this could have do with something with body parts. Maybe this got to do something with body parts. And the reason why I say that, if you don't have no motive to kill that girl, it clearly wasn't no motive like they just up and kill her just because of her success and all this. Cause I just found out that Shanquella wasn't the only one that was worth a couple of 100,000. You know what I'm talking about? Now I don't know if this shit about organs and all this, it might don't be. But I'm just disturbed that the doctor was there. And I can't get that out of my head. And the doctor went along with everything with the police. We know that ain't normal. So you got to look closer into it. Do they got close relationship with these people? Cause shit, they travel all the time across the world. And you know what I'm talking about? We don't know how many times they went to Cabo, Texas. You don't know how many times they done went to a nursing event, dealing with their school, cause you know they in college, so I'm quite sure they done went, you know what I'm saying, travel across the states, different colleges, different schools, different hospitals, and you know what I'm saying, and learned some things or two, cause you gonna have to do that all this shit in college. Hi y'all, shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? And I just can't get that shit out of my head. Watch this game. They didn't even got not one lick of evidence tied to this case. Not Cabo, not Mexico, not, you know what I'm saying? What evidence they got? If look, think about this game. What evidence they gonna show when they book Janasia in Cabo jail? The video. This what they gonna be relying on is that viral video. And that's the only reason why she probably got there wrong, because she the only one on the video that's doing an assault. And you mean to tell me ain't nobody else was a suspect in their eyes? You mean to tell me Cabo telling us that Janae Janae is the only one responsible for her death? No other arrest warrant. Denasia got a warrant for her arrest. Look how the investigation going. Denasia got the warrant, right? Okay. Cabo and the doctor upon the investigation. And the rest of the friends is not treated like suspects. So what they told you, that means Danae should probably be in the cahoots with the doctor and the Cabo. You see what I'm talking about? And it'll make perfectly sense because she got a little rank when it comes to the nursing field. So when they were talking to the mama, you got to think about it right now. Just live it back at that time frame. Just think about we there in that time frame. Just imagine yourself in that room with Shanquella and she deceased and everybody in that room. Let's say this right after, just say this round 7:30. Damn, bitch, you killed her. Hold on, call the doctor. Ring, ring, ring. Doctor, I need you to come over right quick. Doctor, get over there. Damn, she's still alive. What we gonna do now? Shit. We gotta let her die. You know what I'm talking about? So boom. They let the girl die while they was talking, negotiating for 3 hours. For 3 hours. That's how I'm finna put when the doctor said he lied or she lied, talking about they were reviving her for 3 hours. They were there 3 hours with negotiation to me. But you can't explain no other way why you were there for 3 hours. Everybody know you were there for 3 hours. And this what you come up with as a doctor. You weren't even thinking it right when you talking about you doing CPR on a dead corpse. On a dead corpse for 3 hours. That's a fucking lie. And anybody believe it, goddamn it, that's totally insane to believe that. On a dead body. With busted lips, swollen eyes, hair all over the head, and naked. So you don't even know, look, you don't even know if I was in that room, man, if I showed up on the scene and I'm looking at this shit like, damn, she beaten up and she naked. What did they do? Did they sexual assaulted her or something? I'ma start thinking death, rape, and every goddamn thing. You see what I'm saying? Then that would really give me the reason get the fuck up out of there. I would have got up out that motherfucker like, man, I don't know what the fuck going on in there, bro. But somebody need to call the law. I'm finna call the law. Bam, bam, man. Look, 911. I don't know what's going on. Man, these folks called me, told me to come and treat a patient. And I get that this patient naked. This patient got black eyes. This patient mouth busted. And this patient dead. And these people around here telling me that she alcohol poison. Can you send a lieutenant? And you know what I'm saying? And it would have went down like that. You don't know if this girl, what it would look. You don't even know if this girl been sexually assaulted by anybody in the room or somebody. We don't even know if they even came with other people. You know what I'm talking about? Cause y'all got to realize where was Shanquella body when they took it out that mansion? They took her body to the funeral home, right? But where did the friends sleep Saturday night? That ain't no question need to be answered. Cause they made it back to the United States Monday. Monday. So where did they sleep Saturday night? If anybody can figure that out and come up with an answer, I so appreciate it. Cause it would be really fucked up if they were still in their house sleeping in that motherfucker. at a crime scene. Man, look, I'ma tell y'all, this case ain't no conspiracy theory with me. Everybody know the girl was killed, the Nasia killed the girl. It's more videos out there. All right. We know the killing part. We know who the aggressive part. We know who set everything up. But the question is why? That's the only thing we need to know. Why? Shanquella. You see what I'm saying? I dig so much deep in game. I don't even see no kind of arguments or no fallout or none of that shit with her and the Cabo 6 people. This one thing I learned. Shanquella was never in their circle. She was never in their circle. Kylie, Denasia, Winter, them, that's their circle in Nigeria. You know what I'm talking about? Wig and them, that's their circle. That don't include Shanquella. Man, that gay dude, Kylie, he must took an interest in her for some type of reason. He knew that girl got money and she successful and she on her business, right? So you know how a motherfucker come to you, and say, hey best friend, all that old snake ass shit. Hey best friend, all that old shit. You keep that best friend shit out your mouth. Anybody look, you know how the old. And no offense to the LBG community, but y'all know that old them sissies. You know what I'm talking about? The loud one all in the group, you know what I'm talking about? He hollered, yeah, Shaquille need to put me on that payroll. You know what I'm talking about? You were hanging around with that girl for her money and calling that girl best friend and she done made that girl, I don't even think they were just really, really best friends. Yeah, begging and shit. He looked like it. You know what I'm talking about? So so when I think about this, I'm thinking about Khalid took he met Quella. You know what I'm talking about? He seen something in Quella. He probably seen the friend or he probably seen some kind of opportunity. Either two ways, you're gonna have to pick which one because it damn sure ain't both. And next thing you know, and he got to play it cool. He got to be a friend. And then he got to start doing too much like, yeah, this my best friend. And all this old shit. So now I'm kind of seeing his angle. Now, if he, you know what I'm saying, acting like he Shanquella friend, so the rest of these motherfuckers playing along with the role. Cause I'm quite sure that when she ain't around, he be talking bad about her. If you ask me, he look like one of those type of person. He'll pick Shanquella up and they'll go out and do some things, and then once he go in this circle, he'll talk about her like a dog. You know what I'm talking about? Man, them folk wasn't never her friend. She just end up with the wrong people. They got a strong circle. And we don't know they secrets. We don't know they secrets. We don't even really know these people. We don't even know if these people actually set somebody else up or actually been involved with some more shit. Cause you know one of the girls that was at the hotel, her sister died that day. You know what I'm talking about? She ain't even got nothing about her sister. Rest in peace, sister. I'm crying and none of that shit on her Instagram. And then when Nigeria mama came up there talking about her son talked to the feds and cleared his name and all this old shit. So they really make me think like I believe that JJ. I believe he the combinator between her and the group. I believe that. Cause if you look at Malik, when I heard Malik Sheller, you ain't go fight back, I already knew he was with the shit anyway. And I could tell he messy as hell. And I could tell he messy as hell. And think about this, you know Kylie is cool with Malik. But keep this in mind, it's just Denasia, Winter, and Alicia with Kylie, Malik, and Wiggins. Now, you got Malik and Kylie, both of them gay, right? We don't know if they slick having relations with each other. They might ain't got to be in no relationship. But they could be butt buddies. You see what I'm saying? They could be butt buddies, get it off, you know what I'm talking about, every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing serious. They just fucking partners. Cause you got them two there and both of them messy. So if both of them messy, cause keep this in mind. I bet you Kylie, goddamn it, and Khalil and them, with Khalil and Malik and them, I bet you they cool as a motherfucker. I bet you they be all, you know what I'm saying? JJ, they ain't got caught being thunder booted. They public, look, they out in the public with their shit. And so look, then when you think about it, watch this. When I would listen to Shanquella Mama, when I heard this, I already knew what time it was when she said, only Khalik be coming to the house picking Shanquella up. It was always Kylie picking Shanquella up. Because the mama said she don't even know the rest of 'em. So they wouldn't even know the type group. Because because if you look at it from my standpoint of view, and the mama, when they first came in the house, it was like she was just meeting them. Like she just know of them, but she ain't never seen these folk before. You see what I'm saying? So the only person So the only person that the mama knew was Kylie. She ain't know nothing about Malik and them, and she just know they just all went to college. But cause her mama would have been said something like, "Yeah, I know all them." You know what I'm talking about? I know only person she on his ass is Kylie, cause that's the only one she know. She don't even know the rest of these motherfuckers. And then check this out. When I was thinking about how the way the doctor was trying to come up with a story about why they was there for 3 hours. I ain't even finna scratch my head on it. I know why you were there for 3 hours. It's a part of the cover up. It was negotiation time. It had to be in the money deal for you to stick around. Dead body. The police showed. All right. That's what I got locked in my head. This what else I'm finna lock in my head. They planned this. We don't know how long they were been planning it. It could have been a year or planning this. But you finna kill somebody, right? They ain't just up and just thought about it. Just uh mysteriously on the airplane, let's kill Quilla. No. I honestly believe that when they was talking about Shanquella or setting her up, I wanna know why and what would be the motive. It wasn't nothing like to kill her to take over her business, her clothing line. It was nothing like jealousy or like she had all the boyfriends and all the niggas, cause from my understanding she wasn't down like that. You know what I'm talking about? So it wasn't none of that. So it had to be some stupid. It had to be some stupid and some totally dumb. It's so evil and satanic. We just don't know what they are part of. I'm gonna be real. That's what I want to know, JJ. I want to know who is the mastermind behind this. Now I know you're gonna need Kylie to set everything up, but who thought about it? Who brought that to his attention? If he wanted her dead, cause look, you gotta look at it. Everybody in their room knew she was finna die, and they stuck around to watch it, and they filmed it. Kylie, I mean, Donovan, Denasia, Malik. I don't even think they were just all just cool with her like that. I don't even think she just really hung around them like that. Yeah, she might have jumped in the car with Kylie and they might, you know what I'm saying, went her and Daryl went over their house a couple of times and you know what I'm talking about. Probably went to go work out. You know what I'm talking about. I know they hung out at the time. She ain't no stranger to them. And they ain't no stranger to her. So if you were never in that circle, and what would be the motive to even kill that girl the way they did to plan her on the trip to get her away from her real family and her real friend and to take her to Cabo just to kill her, just to come back to the United States, say she died from alcohol poisoning. So they already had this figured it out. So I'm really basically thinking, man, it's something else to this case besides jealousy. Besides jealousy. Cabo is the number one when it come to organ hives. I thought it was Chicago. Because in the United States, you know Chicago is the number one when it comes to organ and human trafficking. Now I see goddamn it, Cabo really in a Cabo ain't even number one. Looked at the news game, everybody number one when it come to organ hives. Because it's over there in Africa. It's big in Africa. It's way worse over there in Africa, Europe, Spain, China, Belgium, Brazil, Mexico. Look, I didn't even know human trafficking. It's bigger than the drug game. It's bigger than the United States alone. I didn't even know these many people. Ain't no these many people. Don't y'all know how many people they come up missing in the millions? It's million people come up missing a year, right? And half of these cases, nobody don't even know what happened to them. And you mean tell you got a million people out here missing, and nobody's been found. Nobody's ain't being found, gang. Nobody's. If I come up missing right now, and if it ain't got nothing to do with human traffic, let's say if I had dementia and I go walk somewhere, no matter where I walk, I could walk in the woods. They finna find my body. Somebody finna find it. You see what I'm saying? No matter where you at, somebody finna find your body. Even the police finna retrace your steps and they finna go to where your ass at and solve your shit. Be like, damn, we found him. He in the woods. He went in the woods and we could tell it wasn't no foul play cause we looking at the way that he body the way the crime scene looked at. He was out here for a couple of days, no water, no food and shelter. And the way we were looking, he looked like he was trying to survive the weather and the cold and just got afraid and got lost in the woods and couldn't make it out. You see that? Like that. And all these people that come up missing no body parts and nobody's being found. So I'm like, well, where the body at? These people just ain't mysteriously disappearing off the earth like that without a trace. And yes, that's possible. You can leave this earth without a trace. Because I found out this was big in the Vatican. I ain't never seen the Pope eat a sandwich. I ain't never seen the Pope even eat no kind of food or at no dinner either. I said, why the Pope I ain't never see a Pope ate no steak. I ain't even see him even eat nothing. And I was looking up some old documentary. It was common back in the old days in the Vatican The Vatican had their hands in the slave trade. So they used to buy some Africans, you know what I'm talking about, purchase them and bring them, and they'll cook them and eat them and sacrifice them to their God, drink their blood, take blood baths. You see what I'm saying? They eat their organs. That's true. I can look. They even said that on Uncle Tom cabinet. I'm gonna let y'all hear this right quick. I'm gonna let y'all think I'm lying. This shit for real. Hold on, y'all. I gotta pull it up right quick. I'm gonna show it to y'all.
But why are they here then?
Good.
I
They
want y'all
came
to
here to
listen
the
to
South
this.
to conduct an inquest. Is that the proper expression? On slavery. Indeed, they seem to be quite shocked.
What is their religion?
They're Catholics, I believe. You are Catholic, are you not?
Yes, Roman Catholic. Well, they shouldn't feel too shocked. After all, their Pope, who's most generous with his excommunications, has yet to excommunicate a trader in black flesh. Unless they eat it on a Friday.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard what that man just said about the Pope? I read into all of this. This was common back in the day. These people would kidnap you and bring you into the Vatican, cut and sacrifice you to another god and all this to these spirits and shit, and eat your organs and drink your blood.
They're in Pope, Roman Catholic. Well, they shouldn't feel too shocked. After all, their Pope, who's most generous with his excommunications, has yet to excommunicate a trader in black flesh. Unless they eat it on a Friday.
Excommunication? Catholic priests here in the South between one.
Man, y'all see that? Then I was thinking about Hollywood, right? I was thinking about everything in Hollywood about the kids. And when look, this here done got so deep with me. Y'all know about the Balenciaga scandals, by the way they had exploiting the kids through the photos and they were doing all that. If you understand who they God is, right? If you understand who they God is, you will understand. Hold on, let me see where I'm at. Right here. Now look, the Balenciaga scandal. Let me show it to y'all right quick. Now look, these the same God that the Pope worship. This what the look. This what the Pope look. This what the Popes do. This they God right here. When it come to Freemasonry, think about this. When y'all be like, why our children's come up missing? Do y'all understand that this God was into it with who? With the Israelites. They God do not like Israelites. Hebrews. Hebrews. Listen. sexual immortal, and food sacrificed to idols. You see what I'm saying? Look, this God, this devil right here, he had a plan for the Israelites and try to separate us from God. You know what I'm talking about? And this was just on our agenda, gang. And guess what this God worship? Children, sacrifice. They still in believing. Uh, like, don't y'all remember? Who was that? Abraham took his son, and he was finna sacrifice his son to the angels. Came down with like, stop, because you know back then they were killing kids. The kids is innocent. They got innocent blood. You see what I'm talking about? And by killing some innocent, they feel like their sins will be forgiven. So look, they God. This what the devil did. He put a stumbling block before the children of Israel, meaning that the devil put a stumbling block over us, the Israel people, the Israelites, and it still goes on today. The police still shooting you. That's why the devil hate us so much. That's why the police hate us so much. That's why other race hate us so fucking much. Cause the devil run the world. The devil run Hollywood. If you read the Bible, you see his position of power. He run the world. So he disguised himself through different human beings. He they souls. What he do, he disguised himself because he don't have no resting place of his own. Right? Lucifer do not got a house. What he do, he dwell in spirits. He dwells in spirits. He just say like he can go to and dwell in Obama, and he could be in Obama for about 2, 3 years and get out of Obama and jump into somebody else with power. He could even get into you. You see what I'm saying? So God warned us about Baal. Baal want to kill you. Baal want to kill all the Hebrew Israelites. That's why he done set up jails for us. This the devil doing. This ain't no man doing. This the devil doing. We need jail for those niggas. We need laws and regulations for these niggas. We need everything for these niggas. You see what I'm saying? So he was a prophet that spread misleading information. And that's what he do. That's how you put a stone. He got the information, but he giving us the misleading information. That's where the school systems come in, man. Now we in the school system, they don't even teach us nothing about us. They teaching us the Nicodemus doctrine, the Bell doctrine. It's hate. That's why they got private prison and Jay-Z, the biggest one funding the private prison system. Because when Jay-Z started funding, this is why they did. This is why they funded the practices. Long time ago, the feds went to the record labels and told them they won't stop in the rap game. So when they got stops in the rap game, because that's where the niggas finna have all the money in the jury. So what they finna do, set up a program, because they know they finna start doing drug money, and then showcase their breeds and get into some criminal activity. So what you finna do? Start indicting all your rappers with RICO charges, locking them up. That's all the devil doing. The system was designed to set up the record label gonna give you the money so you can purchase the drug. Keep this in mind, the mafia, the Jewish mafia, own all the record label, and they were responsible for the ones the drugs that's coming into America. They got it on boats and planes, bringing it to us. But we selling it and taking the biggest downfall for it. They done got their money off the top before we even receive our products. They'll give us the products with nothing. Look how the mob started off all the drug kingpins. If the mob didn't front the black people no drugs, look where the black community would be in now. Nobody want to be on no pills, crack, heroin, none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? The system was designed for that. And when I talk about the Shanquella case, right, and check this out. If the feds and if the police cover this up, right, and they know they covered it up, and you got the media putting pressure on them, this way they gonna do it. They gonna look at every channel that's reporting on the case. And they gonna do a survey. But the people believe this. The people believe that, right? And if you got out of 100% and you at least got 70% of people believing the conspiracy, they gonna come up with a conspiracy for you to believe it. And it's a lie the whole time. So I believe they go out with the public opinion of what they happen to the case, and they make their judgment on what the people think. You see what I'm saying? Just like in the look, it's just like in the Kanika Jinga case. That's what I learned. I'm like, man, whatever the people believe, that's what narrative they gonna come out with. Somebody knew that in the Shanquella case. They already tried to start fake accounts. You know what I'm talking about? You got people claiming they family members want to talk. You got people claiming that this and claiming that. And guess what people doing? They running and jumping on that. And that's real dangerous to be feeding into all that. So there be some of that type of shit that them people want. You can get a person off charges like that. You can help make these people, you know what I'm saying, beat this case. But once you think about it, right, what really evidence they got on anybody else at the besides video? Either way it go, if they hire lawyers and all this, I'm quite sure Nigeria could probably get off of the evidence we got. I don't think they are interested in charging him. Really tell you the truth of what I see, I don't even think they're gonna charge the rest of them. Believe if they do get charged, it's gonna be in federal custody. But keep this in mind, Albo is only charged the nation, and that's unfair. Not to charge everybody else, including the doctors, the rest of the police, right? So hold on, y'all. Look, here go bail, right? Look, I can show y'all where this at in Google Maps. I went to on Google Map gang and was looking around at ancient time. Man, this where all the satanic motherfuckers was coming in. You know what I'm talking about? So half of the look, some of these temples that we thought they were churches, man, these motherfuckers was satanic churches. You see what I'm saying? So look, they are God worshiper in the Middle East communities amongst the Canaanites. Consider them fertile. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, let me go down to here. The Baal Hebrew name mean in Hebrew is the owner or Lord, right? Okay. For an example, Baal of a wing was a winged creature, right? And we know what a winged a creature is, right? But let me get to the good. Be the prince, the Lord, the earth is called the Lord of the Rains and Druid, right? I need to go to the other story where I tell y'all about all the stuff they was involved in. Like, cause Bell is basically about to he what he do. Bell is like he want to stop the Hebrews and the Israelite. They want them stop populating, meaning having babies. So that's why they were kidnapping all the children. Cause once you kidnap the kids and all this, it'll be harder them for to produce of their own kind. So look, so when I looked into Bell, and I've been knowing this about Bell many years ago, cause I know cause he branched out with different other goddess, like the god Zeus, you know what I'm saying, and like the female goddess, what's that female goddess name? She's a childbearing god. She the one that kills all the babies. She the one that be responsible for your wet dreams. I forgot her name. If you had a wet dream in your life, it was because of her. She raped you. Look, she raped you while you was asleep and she took your virginity. Now I know that might sound dumb as hell, but if you had a wet dream, and keep this in mind, I only had one wet dream in my motherfucking life. And goddamn it, and when I read the book, she's a god. And she go into children. And she make the children have wet dreams. You know what I'm talking about? So she really basically stole your virginity while you was a child. That's why Hollywood like to do Disney's movies. That's why they started off with kids. But keep this in mind. If you could dress up like your kid favorite idol, like Bernie, it'll let the kids guard down so they can put them on their lap, rub them a certain way, and it's okay to touch them when they got the costume. And look what they dressed up like: vampires, dinosaurs, killer clowns, and you know what I'm saying? All type of all type. They look. They got this whole world is fucked up, and it done got out of hand, gang. Y'all look. Y'all think these rituals still going on to these days? You don't think? Cause look, this one thing I found out about the Pope. That's why. That's why everybody stay in the Vatican. The Pope, all the other cardinals, and the nuns. Well, not the nuns. Ain't gonna be no female at all with the Pope. I ain't even know when the Pope died, they buried him in the Vatican, where he was staying at, in the fucking wall. So when you go into the Vatican, all the popes that died, they in there in the Vatican. So you basically got a wall full of dead popes and you walking in there, motherfucker. I'd be scared to spend the night around dead bodies. Man, look, y'all just don't know the Balenciaga case. That's a number one prime example to show you. Look what they did to the kids. Now watch this. Now watch this. What about Tiffany Haddish and Tiffany Haddish case when they did the same thing to the kids, but they were doing the auditioning for they people, or the Balenciaga people, cause they still linked to Hollywood. They best friends and married in the family. When we would think about it's a family out here that's running the whole world, that's true. It ain't nothing but a handful of them. You see what ain't nothing but a handful of people that run the world. And guess what they do? They give their nephews and nieces jobs. Like, you got a nephew, you can make him a president. Yeah, my nephew gonna be the president when he get old and shit. No worries about that. His throne is already saved. You see what I'm saying? Then you got they little cousins and shit like, yeah, boy, go on go to school so you gonna get your filming license so you can go on and start filming these movies. Like The Simpsons. Now keep this in mind. The Simpsons is known for predicting the future. They ain't predicting shit. They know what's going on in the future. Cause then the same people that said at the meeting board that came up with the laws. You see what I'm saying, gang? Everybody was looking at the Simpsons like, damn, they predicted this and they predicted that. And I used to always think like when I used to watch the Simpsons, I'm like, damn, the Simpsons got to be some kind of like God, cause they done predict this. They done predict the 9/11. They done predict the World Trade Center. They done predict bombing before all this shit even happened and made episodes about it. So that means if they predicted it, they planned it, that shit. They just like me. If I'm in Hollywood and I married a daughter of a famous director, and I'm on the inside looking in, and I find out all this shit what was going on. Like, damn, I thought we were voting for the president. I ain't know they were handing us the president and falsifying the votes and all this to make it look like it was a race and all this shit. And then they pick and choose who the president ain't number family members going against family members and rival families. That's all it is. Cause look, when they go to president, guess what they do? Dig dirt on each other. These presidents. They do more hating and more goddamn exposure than anybody when it come to goddamn it. Look, let me show you what you did last summer. Let me show you what you did. And make it a big ass game about it. And the whole time, they just to get you off on the distraction of what's really going on in the world. You still got people out here eating humans. You still got people out here body snatching people for religious reasons. You see what I'm saying? Everybody ain't no Christian. Everybody ain't no goddamn Muslim. They want y'all to look at it like, yeah, this 70% is Christian and the other 30% is Muslim and the 5% is the no. Man, don't you know how many people that actually worship the devil? If you really look into this shit, look how many people actually were brought up in the Catholic Church. If you look at how the Catholics, because the Catholics dealing with Roman, where the priest is, they the one that's using their spiritual and religions as a propaganda to us. Cause we in the dark on this shit. We already got a stumbling block across our eye. So half of us ain't gonna be seeing none of this shit. Like for a prime example, Tommy Hilfiger, Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga. Look at all these famous companies that got exposed for the same shit. Children. Children, gang. They done got exposed of the same shit with pedophilia, dealing with children, and some kind of human ritual dealing with blood and sacrifices. Think about the little nowadays with the blood in the shoes and all this old shit. Man, gang, I'm not lying. Man, when I started looking into this shit, starting to see now. I ain't even know Obama was he crooked than not all of 'em. You still gonna have people go out here and buy them some bins be like, this how people look. The same devil that created all this shit. Them logos that came from the Bell. That came from him. Those logos that everybody paying all that money from, them devil symbols. Your shoes you got on right now, that's his shit. That's the shit you walking on. You see what I'm saying? Man, look, when God made Adam, he ain't made no motherfucking shoes. Cause when he made animals didn't need no fucking shoes. You see what I'm saying? We supposed to be living close to the earth. I want my feet to hit the ground. Just say like when you know what I'm saying, you want your feet to be hitting the sand. You only think about touching your bare feet when it having contact to do with any kind of beaches and sands and all this. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to you supposed to enjoy that weather. That's why God, when He said, you know what I'm saying, when He made us, He just covered up our private part. Look, He just covered up our private part. Like, look, cover that payal stick up and cover that Thundercat up, and you good to go. But guess what they did? They made thongs, the draws more sexy, more revealing now. So they tell me who mad perverted. Cause when you look at all the cartoons, they always shaking their booty on that junk, saying those little sleek homophobic words, and you know what I'm talking about. But all this his shit. But let me get back to the Shanquella and the Kanika Jigga case. Cause we still dealing with the devil. Guess how they use their supernatural power? I ain't even never believe in this shit. Like powers and supernatural powers and all this shit, cause I didn't understand it at the time. I'm thinking magic is like an illusion, like a card trick. And I'm like, well, I know that's a card trick, and that trick can be revealed. So it ain't no powers in it. Until I found out, oh yeah, powers do exist. Cause check this out. The white man cannot tell you a lie if he don't show it to you on TV through electric. And we know Lucifer is highly associated with lightning. Y'all heard of the lightning god? The lightning god. If you heard of the lightning god, can you identify who is the lightning god? Better yet, I tell you, whoever controls the electricity is the lightning god. How about that? And guess what? Electricity, your TV is not gonna work, your lights is not gonna work unless you have electricity. And look how much evil come out of electricity. Once you think what electricity really for? Transmit misleading information. It transmit misleading information because you got news stations, radio stations. You got people eyes and their ears locked on a TV screen instead of a Bible getting the word. You know what I'm talking about? Or what God preparing us. Look, if we ain't prepared right now, and when we die and we ain't got no kind of knowledge or nothing, we just can't die and say, yeah, God, I wasn't no devil worship. I ain't even did nothing. I just went to work every day, just mind my own business. And you know, that ain't good. That's even worse. Cause keep this in mind. Ain't nobody finna let a stranger in their house. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody finna let no stranger in their house. So why you think if you don't know God and God don't know you, He ain't finna let you in. And He told you that in the book. It was so much knowledge. Like, see, you got some people thinking Jews is black people. Jew was a Jews is dealing with the Hebrew Israelite. It was like, I'm gonna break it down. It wasn't just no black and white when it comes to the Jews. It was about circumcision when it came to, you know what I'm saying, when Moses had the men circumcised, the kids circumcised, and all that old shit. Once you get the understanding of what's going on, you'll be like, oh, that's why they told us we can't pray in schools no more. That's why they told us we can't pray in public no more. You really can't even preach on the corner no more like God did. When Jesus walked around, Jesus teached in public. He didn't need no building to go in. Cause this where every man keep their secrets at in these temples, in these buildings, teaching false, misleading information behind closed doors. You know what I'm talking about? God made Adam in public. Everything God did was out in public. He never did nothing in secret. He always performed this shit right in front of you. But like in that Kanika Jenkins case, we don't even know if she had all her organs. That's what the paperwork said, right? That's what the paperwork said. But we don't even know that because you can't even go off with it. You know what I'm talking about? The devil is in charge of the whole system when it comes to locking people up, when it comes to murders like this. Who is the judge? The devil. Who the prosecutor? The devil. You know what I'm talking about? You got the devil running the churches with the same symbols Balenciaga got. The stars, the moon, the Jupiters, the pillars. You see what I'm saying? The flags. They got all this shit in the courtroom designed for you. That's why when you go in the courtroom, you can't do nothing but feel that feeling like, well, when you go in the courtroom, look at the vibe you feel. You ain't just yourself, you worried. Like, damn, motherfucker gonna lock me up today. And then when you get faced in front of the judge, you treating that man like God. You standing in before him like you putting all your feelings in him. Like, man, I hope this man don't lock me up. Man, your honor. You know, they get a thrill out of that, seeing that fear in you. Coming in that courtroom with your motherfucking head down and shit, knowing you scared the motherfucker. And the only thing he gonna do is smile in your face. You know what I'm talking about? Scan through your paperwork. It's what I'm gonna do for you, Trey Gang. Next time you get your hopes up like this nigga the Lord. You know what I'm talking about? I don't like him. Cause I see, I see the fuckery. You got the prosecutor job is to convict you. Your lawyer is to defend you. The judge is like a referee. He is just there to run the rules of the court and keeping everybody in order while they present their case. But guess who do the eviction? Watch this. Have anybody noticed? But guess who the most powerful motherfucker in the court? Watch this game. Guess who made the real decision in the court? The goddamn jury. The jury. Whatever the jury say, that's what the faith gonna be. And that's why they pick people that ain't got no kind of degrees and you know what I'm saying? And that's why they pick the public, right? The jury decide your fate. So that's why the prosecutor yeah, this defendant, he's a menace to society. He a danger to society, and that prosecutor job is to what? Make you look bad. To make you look bad. The judge is a referee. If a person get out of line, the judge ain't got none. It's like a referee, like in the basketball game. Shit, referee call shots in that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? But then when I look at then when I look at all these murders happening in the hotel, why is these murders starting at the hotels? And that's something I'm not getting. Like, it's too much going on in these hotels. And now I see why people don't want to check in these hotels. Because you never know. You could just say, you could be on a family trip, gang, and you rent a room and you on vacation. And you could be like, hold on, honey. Let me go to the ice machine and go get us a bucket of ice. And you'll never hear from no more. Then you go out there look for your husband or your wife, and this thing you know the hotel talking about they ain't even seen your husband. And nah, we ain't seen him. Then you like, wait a minute now, cause he was just up here, no, we ain't seen him. That'll be the spooky part. Well, you don't think that she scared the shit out of Miss Teresa when Miss Teresa went up there to the hotel and looking for her daughter and Wady folk gave her to run around telling her your daughter wasn't here. And you know your daughter was there. You trying to tell me for how you gonna tell me my daughter wasn't her? And this video of this girl in y'all fucking room and they said, well, she ain't on our surveillance camera. Cause at one point in time, I think they had whatever they did with Kanika body. Whatever they did with Kanika body, man. I believe they were finna make the friends take the body with them, and I believe that's why they ran. I believe it right today, gang. I believe the hotel was finna make them take Kanika away from the hotel, but they left. That's when they ran from the parking lot. See what I'm talking about? Cause they already seen the door busted open in the pool naked. You see what I'm saying? I believe, could keep this in mind, it was planned to get her out that hotel, but that's one of the main reasons to put her in the freezer. Cause it's close where? By the door. It's close by the door, gang. Because once you look into the paperwork and look at all the footage and get to know the video, you'll be like, oh, it's probably why they put her upstairs to their freezer, cause they wasn't even finna come up with the story about she walked in the freezer. Cause at first they couldn't find her. So they had to come up with a plan like, damn, if we can get out of here, that would be good. But we gonna try to get her out of here. But for right now, we got her in the freezer till we get out of here. Time ticking. Next thing you know, we can't get out of here because it's too much traffic. Everybody in the kitchen, the hotel is packed, the lobby's full, and goddamn it, it's the sun is outside and everybody walking in the parking lot. So you know that's a no-no now. So you got to leave her where? In the fucking freezer. Then you got to go on and be forced to tell the story. Look at Monifa. She claimed she didn't even know where her best friend was. Bree Bree claimed she was gone. You see what I'm saying? Shamaya really ain't even had no alibi. She really just ain't even explained herself what she was doing. The only thing she just said, yeah, I went with Monifa to go search for her. But when Kanika was missing, what was Shamaya? Shemaya was in another room with a nigga. You see what I'm saying? They did the same. Then they gonna go look. They went to go fuck with some niggas and left her with some niggas. And them niggas did something to her and staff got involved with this shit. And then when everybody was talking about the red boxes on the footage kept going off, look, you want to know why the red boxes were going off? And I had to do a lot of digging and research to get this answer. They had the security up so high that the bosses gonna be, look, the bosses ain't finna miss nothing. They finna be going off. Those red boxes finna detect a shadow before you even turn around the corner. The shadow gonna make the red box go off. Just say like if you have like on the wall, where the door is, and y'all might see like a little intercom and the intercom could light up or something like that. They can make the motion detector to go off. Look, yeah, Shemaya was all over TY. Look, all over TY, right? Look how old TY was and look how young Shemaya was. Shemaya wasn't even 18. Shemaya was still a minor, right? Her and Monifa. So look, let me turn my screen off and put that chat on, guys. See what y'all talking about. Now check this out. Kanika arrived at the hotel. We got two timestamps on that. They said she arrived at 1 o'clock, right? Let's go with that. And I'm finna show you a prime example of what I mean. We're gonna go like what the news said. The news said Kanika arrived at the hotel at 1:13. So when you think about 1:13 when she getting those reports, and then once you pull up Sergeant Rose' report, and he said they left her at 1:30 by the hotel door. So that means she was already in danger the minute she got there. Right? That means she was in danger the minute that she got there. So look, she get to the room. We see her. We don't even see her for one thing. And Irene live. We could just assume that's her on the bed, knocked out. I don't know, gang, but I do know one thing. That Irene audio is totally different audio from what the police got. It ain't gonna sound the same. I did it because I listened. Cause when King Rob said, "Yeah, go on the police site," and I bet you this shit ain't gonna be saying the same thing. Cause I remember when he said they tried to Photoshop his voice. You know what I'm saying? Cause we heard him laughing in the background. He said they recorded his audio and all this. Check this out. They photoshopped so much shit in the Kanika Jigga case, we didn't even know we were looking at Photoshop pictures, right? We going off with Photoshop pictures of what the YouTuber were putting out. This what they tried to do in the Shanquella case. They even got the girl with a boy, you know what I'm talking about, when they showed the Denasia, talking about the tranny picture. But what I'm concerned about, who is the dude that they got the picture from? You know what I'm saying? Is he a friend of the group or they just found a random picture? And why would they pick his picture out of all of them? So whoever picked that picture slickly, you know what I'm talking about, fired Janae ass up like, yeah, you look like this nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So when I would think about the Kanika Jinga case, the Shanquella case, the Lisa Lamb case, the Kendrick Johnson case, all them cases got something in common. Cause guess what? All of them were dealing with students. Monifa, the Crown Plaza had hotel with doctors and college students. Doctors and college students, right? You got Shanquella, doctors and college students there, right? Kendrick Johnson, students, but some of these students got FBI family members. FBI family members. And FBI is known for satanic cults. You know what I'm talking about? FBI done did so many so many buses on satanic coats and did experiments with the mentally ill people and the satanic ritual. They know what a ritual look like. They know what a ritual killing look like. They know everything to look for. Then you got Lisa Lamb, right? In the water tank, in the hotel. And they use her mental illness against her. And the reason why they said this lady walked in the fucking water tank because she mentally ill. This how the devil work. And this where they supernatural powers come in at. This why I tell y'all now I understand how to work supernatural power. So think about this. Once your TV come on and your favorite show come on, watch how you don't hear nothing else in that. I remember one time I didn't know I was programmed. I remember one time I was so deep in my goddamn phone, goddamn it, motherfucker walking up on me and shit like damn, been scared of shit. I'm like damn, bro, sneaking up on that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I seen people sitting in their car on their phone, ain't even paying attention to their surroundings. They be so into their phone. And then look, I was watching, look, check this out, guys. I was watching a lot of reaction videos. You know how YouTube, you know how like YouTube, they make reaction videos, they make a video and they show their reaction. Think about before they even start. Think about when they first started putting uh cameras on the phones and start spying on your phone, right? And they recording you and watching you. They seeing your reaction the whole time. When you watch your show, you laughing and shit. Ha ha ha. God damn it, my Lord, funny the motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? You hypnotized. I mean, you ain't paying attention to nothing but what that TV saying, cause it got your eyes and your ears. Sometimes you can walk in front of a motherfucker. They wouldn't even know that damn you done walk back. So once you show it on TV through the electricity, boom, the eyes lit up. Look, look. If you don't believe me, how superpower, how cold the TV is, some of y'all, look, I know some people got some bad ass kids. A lot of them too. But guess what? They'll be around that house fucking it up. But guess what'll calm them down? When they hear that TV come on. Once they hear that music and that TV pop on, look, they finna run in there and watch that TV. And ain't finna do nothing else. And they quiet the motherfucker watching that motherfucker. They ain't doing nothing but watching the devil hypnotize the kid, teaching like Mickey Mouse teaching the little kids to be have a girlfriend named Minnie Mouse. You know what I'm talking about? And then when the parent ain't around, Mickey Mouse doing the butt. They twerking all on the video and shit, you know what I'm talking about? You unaware of this shit, but think about when you were coming up. Look how Bugs Bunny when he seen another female rabbit. Look how crazy he just went. Look at the reaction when just say like look at the reaction when Bugs Bunny seen another female bunny. Boy steam coming out his ear, man, that boy's look. Look how he chasing her. You know what I'm saying? He wanna come on, guys. And watch this. Nickelodeon was the worst goddamn it kids goddamn it cover up that it ever was. Nickelodeon, Disney, MTV. Why are these people still in business and they got popped many times for child pornography, rituals, devil worship? This ain't nothing new. I mean, this ain't nothing new. This shit happen down there every once a year. Look at Tommy Hilfiger. He said he don't want niggas wearing his shit. And guess what these niggas doing? Still buying the shit. Man, you got Louis Vuitton there, man. Look. That's why Tommy Hilfiger raised the prices up on this shit, cause the niggas buying it. It's just not because they charge. Look, the reason why they charging these niggas, look, they gonna buy this shit. And we just gonna charge them cause shit, that's what they want. We just gonna charge them double. Triple this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I know it's kind of hard to try to convince the world. But watch this. Check this out. If I came out with a TV show right now and did the same thing they did, watch how many backlash I'm finna get. Man, look how many people finna really fire me up. Look how many people really finna try to end my goddamn TV show. Word finna get. I'm gonna get it. I'm finna get treated different than Hollywood. Oh yeah, you finna have people right now like, yeah, let me burn up my Beyonce shoes and burn some of my Tommy Hilfiger. Look what they burning. They burning some old designer. They probably don't even wear no more. There. Let me burn these up. Now I don't see nobody burning no whole wardrobe of designer clothes. You ain't that damn stupid. You done spent all that money now. You still on there. What else you gonna wear? If you known for wearing designer and you burn all that shit up, what you finna wear now? Walmart, goddamn it. That's why I don't wear Adidas. You know what I mean? I'm finna start wearing J's and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want none of this shit. The Adidas is built like a pyramid with the three stripes. You know what I'm saying? Louis Vuitton, that red. It's on the Louis Vuitton, that red script. The red script mean the bloodline. It's a bloodline. You know what I'm talking about? But but that that's the way I'm looking into it, gang. These murder cases got out of hand, and and it's a new trend. It's like it's like best friends setting up best friend now to get murdered, and now you finna start having people just be killing people just for the clout. Just because of the views and the thumbs up. Look how many people do eating the shit just on the thumb button. I was like, man, that thumb shit getting a whole lot of motherfuckers in trouble. Mm. And then look, in the Kanika Jenkins case, I'ma tell y'all, in the Kanika Jenkins case, them folk was in the cahoots with the staff. The staff was in there purchasing prostitutes. No doubts about that. Now, one or two things that can happen in this case, right? I understand why everybody was on Monifa ass, the boys, for one thing, because they knew what type of party this was. So when they came to Monifa and them, were like, "What's up, man? Y'all thoughts or what? Or y'all some hoes?" And Kanika like, "Nah, I don't get down like that." Maybe Kanika didn't know this was this type of party. You see what I'm saying? But everybody knew that this was this type of party for the hoes come up, get some money, you know what I'm talking about, and go home. But this particular day, she there at the hotel. You got people requesting Kanika. Kanika looking like shit. I don't know what the fuck these niggas think I am. I ain't going. And was like she ready to go. And then once she talking about she ready to go, and that probably would trigger everything. Just because that girl said she was ready to go. Cause that's when everything else popped off at 1:30 something. You see what I'm saying? And you got somebody in that motherfucker is not finna let her go until he get what he want. And you know how way Kanika look, she pretty, she fine, she got a body. So you got a nigga in that goddamn hotel room refuse the word no. And I want that. Look, let me pay y'all for that. Cause, cause, cause when you look at Kanika, when Monifa said put her ass in the freezer, we don't know who she was talking to. She could have been on the phone with the beverage manager. She could have been on the phone with Risco. She could have been on the phone with the security. We don't know who the fuck she was talking to. And guess what? This lady was heard, gang. Like Malik said, we got our first dead body before she came up dead. Monifa said put her in the freezer before she was even in the freezer. So Monifa knew she was gonna be on her way to the freezer before they even come on, gang. And then you gotta think about this. Well, if you had all these people there at the party and she was there with her friends and everybody from the same block, did everybody knew what was going on? You goddamn Skippy. Everybody knew what was going on, what type of party it was. Now, I don't think everybody knew the outcome that was gonna come out the party because everybody couldn't have known. Everybody couldn't have known, gang. So I don't think everybody was involved that was in the room. I don't think everybody's involved. I don't even think all the girls was involved. Only person I think that was involved was Monifa, Bree Bree, Shemaya. They did a deal with somebody in the room with with Irene, cause Irene already said she planned this shit for months. So it was a small circle that planned this. and and they had everybody else in there, you know what I'm talking about? And some of the people on the world, and there ain't nobody just really man ain't thinking about no shit like that. So Monifa man would, cause she kept dipping off with the same nigga that's requesting her. You see what I'm saying? She kept dipping off with the same nigga that's requesting Monifa, and she wanted the money. So she got her some money. The nigga fucked on her, you know what I'm talking about? Irene had to been fucking, cause her hair all over her head, and I don't think she was in the fight. Cause you know what I'm saying. If you, I don't. This what gets me. How in the fuck that we heard Monifa said put her in the freezer before she even got in there, before she even seen walking on the camera going into the freezer. How in the fuck ain't no warrant out for her? How in the fuck these people still saying it's an accident? It's because they don't want to look at it like that. Because we ain't pressing hard enough for them to look at it like that. Cause why would they even pay us attention if everybody already got it wrong in the first of all, we don't even really know what happened. But the evidence that we do got support what happened. And we need to use that to our advantage. Cause if we don't shed no light on it, ain't gonna get no recognition. If you don't shine no light on no diamond, it ain't go bling bling. If you don't put no sunlight on it, you ain't got no sunshine. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I be so mad about. And I be hoping everybody be forgiving me, cause when I be yelling, I be screaming and shit, I be mad at motherfuckers. Cause I be like, man, these motherfuckers need to wake up, bro. Cause I'm like, cause when I was on before the Shanquella case happened, I sat there and said in one of my Kanika Jenkins live, I said, man, y'all, we need to get together, cause if we don't, it's gonna be another case like the Kanika Jenkins. Probably even more worse. And goddamn, a couple of months after that, and that shit actually happened. That shit actually happened. And when that shit actually happened, man, I already knew it was gonna be fake pages, just like the Kanika Jenkins. Cause I seen the trail. Them people in North Carolina know about the Kanika Jenkins case, right? Shanquella know about the Kanika Jenkins case. The whole Cabo Six, and I bet you they was regular followers of the Kanika Jenkins case. They were regular followers of this shit. They were trying to find out what happened, probably like what we were trying to find out what happened about Kanika Jenkins. Cause why they start making fake accounts, doing the same thing with Kanika Jenkins doing. They learned that shit from Straight Drop, cause Straight Drop was the only one doing that shit. Him, King Rob, Chosen King. So look, all those fake pages that was out, that was King Rob and them and what you call them doing that shit. I don't even think it was the girls doing this shit at the party, like the fake Monifa page and all this old shit. So So then next thing you know, they doing this shit in Shanquella case. Yeah, you got a cousin that's speaking out. They just like in the Kanika Jinga case. Oh yeah, Young Bando finna say what happened to Kanika. Now you got a nigga named Young Bando, boom boom boom, talking about all this shit what happened to Kanika. Why in the fuck you didn't even take that to the police, and why the police weren't even interested in this story? And I was starting to think like, man, look. When I did my investigation, the police got to give these people a narrative so they could present it to us. That's the only way they're gonna get us off the narrative. Cause look, that's not fair for Denasia just the only one have a warrant. That's not fair. That's unjust. I don't even know what to call that. I wouldn't even accept that shit. If you lock her up, you got to lock everybody else up. You can't have favoritism. The only reason why they got that girl on the one, cause she was on the one. She was the only one on the video fight. She was the only one on the video fight. That's what we seen. But what if after that video, they all jumped the girl? We don't even know what's in the other video. We don't even know how badly her body was all bruised up. I want to see the needle mark where they all stuck her at. You know what I'm saying? Cause if they broke her back, right, what if they pumped her up with some kind of poison so it could show up in her autopsy report that she was alcohol poisoned. And they were gonna use that as an excuse. You see what I'm saying, gang? Just say when they killed that girl, they were like, damn, put this in her veins. So when they do the autopsy report, it'll make it look like that. You know what I'm talking about? I be trying to think like a serial killer, cause man, you'll be surprised how a person thinks sometimes when they doing this type of shit. Cause why would they even be sticking a dead body in the first place with needles? Talking about you giving the IV, but what Wiggins said, they ain't even give her no IV. Guess what he said they gave her? He said some kind of supplement or some shit, but it wasn't no IV. And it's the reason why they left the whole toxicology report out the autopsy. See, this what y'all fail to realize. We don't got the toxicology report. We just got the autopsy. Toxicology will let you know what's in the system. The autopsy report just let you know about the bruising, the physical of the body. On the outside of the body, the injuries. You know what I'm talking about? Man, Latasha Hood, I'm thinking that too. But it's like they finna get away with this shit, bro. Wiggin ain't locked up. Wiggin still going live, telling his side of the story. His mama telling her side of the story, right? Denasia on the run. Malik on the run. Khalid on the run. Donovan, we don't know where she is. And Alicia, we don't know where these people is. So you can't even go off with the autopsy report they gave us. The right thing to do is, hold on. Y'all lied about the autopsy report? Oh, y'all letting the doctor lie about. He gave her CPR for 3 hours. And you want me to believe that? You must really think that I'm dumb. You must really think I'm not that smart. And you really got people really think we ain't that damn smart to think about shit like that. You got people really think you ain't that smart to figure this shit out. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, the right thing to do, like, look, I don't believe none of this. You got to start a whole investigation. I don't believe the feds. Well, to be honest, I don't know what the Fed strategy is, but to me, it sounds like they on some bullshit. Now, I don't know if they doing the right thing or the wrong thing, but I know how the law works. Evidence, they got enough evidence to keep this shit popping and rolling, Jack. But keep this in mind, they can really take over the case and try their own case. Once you look up how the way the laws work, right? Because it's still dealing with Americans, and Americans still committed a murder, right? That's why we need to learn the laws and know how the law works. Because that's what they use. That would put us in so much conspiracy mode. Because we don't know how the law works. We still up here, uh, uh, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that, and they need to do this, and you know what I'm saying? If you know how the law works, that's why we in conspiracy mode. And they can use that to delay time, get more time to negotiate and all this, because they simply manipulating and avoiding certain laws. And they got enough evidence to look, they could come watch this game. They could come on the news right now and tell you everything that happened with Shanquella. They could do it right now. And that's what making me so mad. And what really makes me mad, they could do the same thing for Kanika. Look how low down their friends is. They still going along with the staff told them to stay. They going along with Rosemont told them to stay. We don't know what happened. She was drinking out the bottle and she left out the room and that's the last time I saw her. Don't no black person talk like that with a best friend missing. You see what I'm talking about? All that story told us was fabricated. Just say like when Kylie was calling her mom and telling about the alcohol poison, they must have something in mind or put something in that girl's system. I bet you something was in her. I bet you was something in that toxicology report because they ain't said nothing about alcohol and none of that. Then I seen a whole big ass bottle of prescription pill by the girl bed and nobody ain't even talking about that. And what if that would be a part of the murder? See, that's what be making me so mad. Cause man, people need to understand what is evidence in the case. Don't you know it could be the little smallest detail that can break the case? You see what I'm saying? It could be little shit like that to break the case. Cause they'll show you where damn if they were putting something in the needle in there, what kind of cocktail that was in the needle? Cause they gave her something when Kylie said when they put the needle in her arm and shot her up with something and the needle popped out. Said the needle popped out. That's against the law for the doctor. Look, you got a doctor on the hotel doing medical practice on a dead body. That's that's a violation of the human. That's a violation of a human corpse. You see what I'm saying? That's like what's those charges when you be tampering with the body? You know that's humanity. See what I'm saying, guys? That's what I said. Look, about the surveillance footage, they ain't said nothing about the surveillance footage. These people had to walk in some kind of building and sign in. Before they sign in, get their room key and all this old shit. Then they got to go to the neighborhood and come up to the neighborhood. It's a gated community. Then you got to sign another sheet when you go into that neighborhood to get to your goddamn vacation house. So it ain't no telling. It might be two sign-in sheets. And then the sign-in sheet that they gave us, gang, look how that's doctored. Look how that's doctored. You see what I'm saying? And then when they took a picture, you don't even see the whole book. You don't even see the whole book. I can't go for this shit, bro. Like anybody could have snatched a piece of goddamn paper, you know what I'm saying? Out the sign-in book, cause it's about 100 pages. Of a sign. Everybody know what a sign in book look like. If it ain't no room on the sheet, what you do? Turn the page and start on the new sheet. Right? So that explain why all they name will be on the guest list. Cause keep this in mind, that guest sheet supposed to be full of motherfucking names and numbers and shit. But you only got these people on there. That's a red flag. That's a fucking red flag right there. Why is only 6 people on here and this resort is booked in this neighborhood alone? I know it's damn there got to be at least about 500 motherfuckers in here. You got 500 folks on the property and you only got 6 murder suspects on here. Come on, gang. That ain't even right. I believe they left somebody out. I believe they left somebody out. We ain't even got all the suspects. Cause I feel like it's a manager somewhere that was involved, and the manager had to make a phone call to the doctor for the doctor get the AOK. Why the doctor name ain't on the guest list? That doctor got to sign in too, right? You see that? These is questions that need to be answered, cause that's what the lawyer gonna want to know. That's what the prosecutors ain't gonna wanna answer. But that's where you gonna have to defend the fucking doctor on their part. So everything that you wanna know about the doctor, that's what the prosecutor gonna defend the doctor on. What time the doctor get there? You don't know, cause the prosecutor ain't gonna tell you. You see what I'm saying? That's why you gotta dig up that little information, catch little keywords, and hoping that you know what I'm talking about. I mean, there's a lot of people missing out this case. Everybody's still focusing on the nation. Ooh, Wiggins. Man, you got some more people that need to be focused on, Jack. Cause since y'all ain't focused on them people, guess what? They gonna make them people go to waste. Cause sometimes I be thinking like, it's some people out here ready just to see the Cabo 6 locked up. And that's it. I believe people would be satisfied with just them 6 motherfuckers that's locked up for a murder. I won't even be satisfied. Cause you're gonna need to lock up a doctor, especially a doctor, the whole police, the whole goddamn everybody. Come on. Everybody got to be locked up. You just can't just lock up a friend. We'll never get justice with that kind of mind thinking because come on, gang. Hi y'all, shout out to everybody in the chat. Come on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And then what makes it so bad on the guest list, they done skipped the number one uh when you sign in, they started from the second line all the way down. So why they skip the first line? That was intentional. Man, you can't get no justice. I'm gonna say it like this here. Locking up the Cabo Six is not getting justice. Real justice from Shanquella Jack. And I'm standing on it. That ain't justice. I'm gonna read the chat, see what y'all talking about, gang. You know what I'm talking about? See what y'all saying. Them folks had their own surveillance in the TV, bathroom, everywhere. They sit back and watch black folks in those rooms. Yeah, they do that. Latonya Hood, they do that shit. Man, look. I was at a hotel one time, a small one. Like the ones on the strip and shit. Just me and my old lady went in that junk, right? And when we went in that room, and she the one pointed out to me, cause you know what I'm saying, we was in there doing our little thing and shit. And right up above the ceiling, it was a red light in the smoke detector. And I'm like, wait a minute, I know how the smoke detector look. That's a smoke detector, but it was like a decoy. It was like they had the camera where the red light was gonna be at on the smoke detector. That where the light was, but it didn't fit the way it supposed to fit. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, it's a camera looking down on the bed. Cause when she said that, I remember this day. When she said that, I'm on the bottom, she on top. You know what I'm talking about? And she was looking up and shit. And she was like, damn. Like they recording. I was looking, I'm like, damn, it do look like it recording. I'm like, damn, it do look like a goddamn camera. And this thing, the red light turned off. And then when the red light turned off, later on that day, now since I understand what's going on now, the front desk dude came up there and giving us sack lunches and shit. Trying to make sure we was alright. You know what I'm talking about? And my gal was like, yeah, we ought to snitch on his ass. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, man, let me get the hell up out of here. Cause we was already, you know what I'm saying, under influence, fucked up, drugged up, and some more shit. You know what I'm talking about? And I ain't even no stranger when it come to hotel. Cause back in the day when I was stomping the ground, you know what I'm saying, on the concrete, general type shit, you know what I'm talking about? I was cool because the hotel is right down the street from the hood. Shit, we go there every time when we get some money. Man, let's go down there, get a little freak or something, you know what I'm talking about? Get some kush or some drugs and get you a little gal. Let's go to the Motel 6, boo, you know what I'm talking about? And you finna go in there and just really do your thing. And the people that own the hotels and where I'm at ain't nothing but the Indian people, you know what I'm talking about, from India, Indonesia, and the Philippines, you know what I'm talking about. And every time when I come up in that jump with a body, he always like, hey, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, I see you all the time. I'm like, yeah, you know, you be seeing me all the time, cause sometimes we'll be arguing. I'm be like, bro, I ain't paying no goddamn 25 a night, nigga. I got 20 right now, you know what I'm talking about? And you finna give it to me all night, you know what I'm talking about? But that's why they allow prostitution at they hotel, cause they get gangs out of it. Cause look, that's why the prostitute when they go on the whole scrolls and all this, that's why they make money off the prostitute. Cause if you get a prostitute and you rent a room out for an hour for $25 for an hour, the average trick finna come in there and finna fuck for at least about 5 to 10 minutes. At least the 5 to 10 minutes. So boom. So boom. So the hotel made they quick 25. She already made her little buck. And then once she, you know what I'm saying, once that hour up, she boom, another hour. The trick paid for 25, right? Pay for his room for an hour, you know what I'm saying, and get her about 50, 100, whatever he finna give her, you know what I'm saying. So next time you know, y'all know how this shit go. Yeah, look, that's what I was thinking too, cause they probably be live streaming this shit in other countries. Cause look, I be watching some flicks and shit sometime too. And I was looking, I'm like, wait a minute. Half of these shit do be in these little ass hotel room, them little low budget joints, you know what I'm talking about? Cause I was seeing one girl, she was doing it in the car and shit. She was doing it in the car, but it looked like she was enjoying herself until the screen flipped. And now the girl got tears running down her eye, but still playing with herself. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I should have saved that video. Because I was interested in that. Because I was like, I want to know if some of these people are willing to be performing these acts or they be somewhere sex slaves be going on. Because keep this in mind, you got a lot of islands, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit be going on. And some of the porn that a nigga could be watching, it could be some people that been kidnapped, that was raised up like sex workers. Uh, who would be wanting their girlfriend to dressed up like a bunny rabbit? I ain't never got into that type of shit. You know, you got people with these certain fetish be like dress her up like Barney, and I just want to chase her around. And you know what I'm saying? You got gay men's want to have sex with women, and the women be the man, and the man to be the girl. You see what I'm saying? I done heard it all. I done seen some shit too, gang. You know what I'm saying? I done seen some shit, man. When they come, I done seen on the whole scroll. Cause man, I done look. I used to thought this homeboy I knew. I used to thought he was gay. Cause one time I caught him in a dress and a wig on, and I caught him. You know what I'm saying? When I caught him, when I said, dang, you know what I'm saying? And he seen me when I seen him. So we was at the store. He was on the whole scroll. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I thought he was gay. You know what I'm talking about? He came to me, he was like, man, bro. He like, I know what you know what I'm talking about. He was like, he like, I know you seen me and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I seen the cuz, you know what I'm saying? I like, I ain't gonna tell nobody. He was like, I don't give a fuck if you tell. I don't give a fuck if you tell the world, nigga. I just want to tell you, you know what I'm saying? My little, just don't blow my cover. So I'm like, what he mean by this? Look, all he was doing was dressing up like a woman and going on the whole scroll. Cause the tricks used to come, right? When the tricks used to come, and you would have some gay ones there come. And since by him dressed up like a woman, he make a deal with him. Cause I guess in the trans, when you do it like in a trans way, I guess it's more money involved cause it's dealing with a boy and stuff like that, and they finna get some, and then the sex finna get real wild and shit. So I know it's got to be up in some more hundred. So he said he used to ride, he used to walk on the track, and if a nigga ride down on him and ask him for some service, he finna jump in the car and make a deal with him. Be like, yeah, how much, you know what I'm talking about? You want top or bottom or whatever this shit is and make a deal. And you know you got to pay for your service first. So once he reach out his money, he end up robbing the tricks. You know what I'm talking about? Robbing all the game was there. You know what I'm talking about? They stop and pull them over. So it made a lot of sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I thought he was lying about it. Like, man, you just telling the nigga that. But shit, you know what I'm talking about? Show shit stink. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? But shit. But like I said, gang, hold on, gang. Appreciate the cash out too, gang. I appreciate the cash out. Now look, man, look, it's like this. In the Shanquella Robinson case, it's a cover up. We missing suspects. We need the lawyer. I mean, not the lawyer. We need the police officer, the head chief, to do a press conference. He needs to do something in telling us from his side of the story instead of what the paperwork said. I want to hear it out the horse's mouth. Throw a press conference and make this shit public so we can hear your voice. And the doctor, all of them need to be investigated, which they is being investigated, but we need to see some kind of progress or going on and give us some kind of hope that they will be facing criminal charges. Because the last time I found out, they said the doctor ain't even gonna be they said the doctor won't be facing charges. Only the doctor would be facing a fine, gang. It's just like this doctor finna pay her way out, but she had a part in the murder case. And that's fucked up. That if people would allow that to happen, like damn, you know what I'm saying? I want the full justice. I don't want no half justice. I want the full justice that everybody held accountable. You just can't just lock one motherfucker up and put the pressure on one person, gang. They let me know something ain't right. They let me know something ain't right with that girl case, man. You only got one warrant. And from my understanding, from my understanding, if you recorded that video of the murder, it's just like a murder charge for you. It's against the law to be filming somebody's privacy. I ain't even know that. I didn't even know if you stay in Mexico and I go in your house and I get on my phone and I record you in your house without your consent, that's a charge. I ain't even know that. I ain't even know that. Cause that's violating a human rights. In Mexico, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I hate that girl died. What they would make it so bad, man. Them folks at her mama house. About what they were gonna wear to the funeral. You know what I'm saying? These people right at the family, man. You got to look. These folks ain't had no remorse, no nothing. It lets me know they ain't care about that girl. And then they so confident they getting away with the murder. And the reason why I believe they say they so confident with getting away with it because the police finna help them get away with it so they can cover their ass up. That's the way I'm seeing this shit, gang. Going tomorrow. Man, look, one thing the law don't care about none of us, right? You see what we had to do for her to get attention. It had to take a video to go viral just to keep. If it wasn't even for the video, it would still be released in Cabo, Mexico, talking about a transsexual. And then look, don't whoever released that and the song, there was a trans lady that was in the news. You know they need to was that was that information was misleading on purpose? Cause Cause if you put that out there with nothing to claim and you went on it with your own assumption, that's against the law and you don't need to be no news journalist, right? To me, by them releasing that Photoshop picture claiming to be a man, they released it just to protect Janasia. But why else you would disguise the bitch looks? So that's all you came up with, be like, damn. We can't let everybody know this the nature. So what we got to change her appearances. That little Migo in the back be like, yeah, she look like a man. She might well pull a nigga picture. Pull one of those air niggas. You know what I'm talking about? And they picked the boy out of all of them. And when you look at the picture, you could tell where they were going away with it because they were trying to fit all her facial features to fit his. They had the chin, the cheekbones, and all this. So I'm like, the bitch is a man though. You know what I'm saying? Her features are too hardcore looking. And I don't know why YouTube would keep sharing that Photoshop picture because look, that ain't even her. Why keep showing that picture? And putting it on a thumbnail like that's the girl that needed. Cause look, what if nobody ain't heard of the case yet? That's the first thing they finna go is try to find him. That's really helping misleading the information when people do that type shit. You see what I'm saying? She a man, bruh. Well, she a female. She just got the man features. So yeah. That's how I'ma take it. They had to say she was a man, so when things hit the fan, you won't even know who Janasia was. And keep this in mind: if nobody didn't expose Janasia, right? If the Capo Six didn't say nothing, right? Guess who we'll be looking for? We'll be looking for this dude. Then we'll be looking for this dude. I mean, cause her features is hard than a motherfucker. Her feature was so hard, I had to squint my eyes looking at her. I'm like, damn, this bitch dude hard. She kind of hard on the eyes. And then her body ain't even made it no better because her shoulders big as hell. I thought that hoe had some shoulder pads on. And I'm like, damn, them are real shoulders. You know what I'm talking about? I knew then something wasn't right. If you got a motherfucker got a big ass back like that, goddamn, you better you know what I'm talking about? You better get out the way, Jack. I mean, I know the family hurt like a motherfucker cause they already saying the feds giving them the runaround. and they ain't really just basically doing their job. It's like they basically watching out for everybody else, and they gonna let the media be the judge. Like whatever the media think, whatever the media going along with, that's how we gonna present. What else the hold up would be? What else to hold up? Y'all already see the news. Y'all already see the news getting frustrated. They got to keep coming on the news. Be like, look here, we said nobody wasn't locked up on the case yet. They getting mad. You see what I'm saying? Cause they got to keep reporting this shit. Cause you got people tagging them in there. Then they got to worry about who gonna come out with the first news, the first breaking news. You know what I'm talking about? So it's all a big game to these folks, Jack. It's all a big game to them folk. Cause the news media like, damn, you got the media out here, they own it. You know what I'm talking about? So they ain't finna let y'all beat them to breaking news, right? But yeah, gang. I'ma take me a little break right quick, gang. I'm gonna talk about this later on today. I'm gonna go live later on today and see what everybody else talking about. Uh, uh, I'm on this case just like everybody else on the case. Now, all us what we need to do is tighten up on it. You know what I'm talking about? We got to kill we just need to stick with the facts and the facts only. We don't just need to give these theories too much play. Uh, these damn theories can put our ass in trouble. It could put the case in jeopardy. Cause if they cover it up, we don't want to be the reason for them to come up with something and help with the cover. All because I know everybody wants justice, but we got to go back justice the right way. You know what I'm talking about? Just can't just make up shit neither. But, yeah, yeah, Trey ain't gonna be back later on, gang. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna go live. We just gonna be having an open discussion and all this and see what everybody think about the case and stuff. I'm tuned in to a couple of you trying to see what going next. Y'all go shout out to uh Hills. It's another lady I be watching too. I'm gonna give them shout outs too, cause they be young. They need their little recognition, cause they digging and searching and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you late misbehave, you know what I'm talking about. We finna get on up out there, John. But I'll be back. I'll be back later on. Bye y'all. Check ain't love y'all, man. Y'all stay. I'm out.